tal la clase?
Excelente, muy bien.
Sí.
Estupendo.
Excelente.
What did you like about it?
I like that it's just really good practice, and even though I do know the general sort of conjugations of most of the verbs and stuff, even though I do get them wrong sometimes, I generally do know them, and I do have a general sort of understanding of how they work, but this is a lot more in depth, and so it sort of increased my knowledge. And in some ways, I'm glad I got the sort of like last couple wrong and stuff, because it just helped me to sort of get my head around it, how it works, and how the different past tenses can work together. So that's really sort of like helped me sort of reminded me of things I already knew, and perhaps I've learned some new stuff with it as well, how it works more on the sort of like how it works together, rather than sort of like, I know how this specific past tense. I've done a bit before on sort of combining the preterite with the imperfect, but not with the other stuff. So this has been a bit more in depth with this subject, so this is excellent for me. So brilliant.
Very good. I'm glad that we went over things that you were not that familiar with, and you know, that it served as refresher, for the uses of all those verbs. What about you, Beverly? What did you like? What did you didn't like? Or what did you think of the class?
Okay, I liked the class. Because at first when you went over the overview and I said, we're going to review all of these things in this class today, I thought it would be a lot, but it was a lot, but I was calm about everything. It was fun, and I was calm. So it was okay, okay, we're going to review this, and you cleaned up some things that I did have holes about. So it was very, very good. I do just have one question.
Go ahead.
When we were talking, you gave me the correction about estuve in Toledo y Madrid. I'm always confused with estaba because I thought estar is location. And I want to know, so how come it's the preterite? Because I was there and I'm no longer there? And it's not imperfecto.
Okay, so the difference between the simple past is that the action of going there has already happened and it finished. Yes. Estaba is when you want to tell a story. Yes. Cuando estaba en Toledo, for example, llovió mucho.
Okay.
So the imperfect past in Spanish allows you to tell stories. So even though, the verb estar, yes, is for location, and you're no longer there, and you have already come back and all that, we need to be able to combine all those uses. Just because the verb is estar, which is you're no longer there, that's the case. But if you're telling a story, then you need to combine the simple past with the imperfect. So does that make a bit more sense?
Yes, and so so I understand now.
So if you are finishing the story, which I think was what happened, then it would be cuando estuve en Toledo y en España. I think the question was, have you ever been in Spain? So yes, so 2 years ago I was in Toledo. So hace 2 años estuve en Toledo. Full stop.
Okay.
No more story around it, yeah. So, but if you want to tell a story, that's another the example I gave you before. Very good. Good question. What other questions do you have before we finish today's class?
That was it.
Excellent. Well done for doing this for yourselves and showing up and doing the work. Well done today, yes. And I will see you in the next one.
Gracias por la clase.
Thank you.
De nada. Hasta luego.
Beatriz, one more question I forgot, and that is, did the menu change for the month? Because when I look today, it's the same 3 topics.
So the topics, the topics are in the speaking classes. The heading is going to be the same. Yes. but the content is probably going to change. So for example, if you were to do this class again next month, the questions are going to be different, yes? But the topic of the class is the same. So the same topic is going to be the past stories, how to use the simple past, how to use the perfect past, the imperfect past, and the pluperfect. And then the practice and the speaking is going to be different content.
Okay.
I think that's excellent.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
thank
not
you.
about the classes. I was talking about the lessons that are in the drop-down menu. You said that in your email, you said a fourth lesson will be, there are 3 there now for me, and there's supposed to be another one. Does that change tomorrow or something?
Correct. So you're talking about the modules, yes?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So I thought you were talking about the speaking classes. So the modules are there's 1 per month. So you've got 3 in the first 3 in the first month. We've uploaded the accounts with 3 modules. So tomorrow we are releasing module 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow we got the newsletter coming up, and you can see everything that is included in your account in the month of August.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I think it's
Any other
excellent when you're talking about the speaking classes. I think that's just like the perfect way of doing it, because you're covering these subjects, but to get really good at it, it needs that continuous practice. But then with the different content each month as well, and it's good that people would know that as well, because you don't want people thinking, oh, I've already gone through that, I don't want to do it again. They might think that, I don't know, but it's an excellent way. I just think it's an excellent way of doing it. It's spot on.
Yeah, thank you. That's it. So the heading, obviously, we can only write a little bit, the description of what it is that is going to cover, but the questions are going to be different. The content, the stories is all going to be different. So the key for language learning is repeat many times. This, as we know. So it's all about that and helping students with that. But thank you for that, for the comments. And any other questions before we finish today? No,
more questions.
Excellent. Well done, guys. And I'll see you in the next class. Yes, have a great week.
You as well.
Thank you. Gracias.
See you on Facebook. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.